Hello to everyone. This is Dr. Mariam, and I welcome everybody on channel legalone.uae. Today, I decided to make this live stream to speak about one of the most important topics related to UAE passport and the requirements for foreigners, residents, or anyone from overseas to obtain this kind of passport. I believe so that all the subscribers know at least a little bit about this subject. However, there are constant updates and there are constant new options and new requirements. That's why I believe so that it will be good and useful for all to speak about this subject and to think maybe you are entitled or maybe you have a chance to get UAE passport, you or your friends, your relatives, or somebody from your family. Depends on the circumstances and depends on your situation. So generally speaking, let us speak who is entitled. We are not speaking about UAE citizens, we are not speaking about local people, we are speaking only about foreigners. I see that some of our subscribers, they are now coming online, so I want to engage and I want to ask everyone, if you have any questions regarding this subject, you can always share it in the comments and we will discuss it during this live stream. If your comments will be not related to the topic, we will speak about your question little bit later or within this live stream if we'll have time, or little bit later I will reply in the comments or private messages, depends on the subject and depends on your question. But please feel free to share your question. This stream, this live videos are for you. So maybe you have any urgent question, you have any urgent subject you want to ask about, please feel free, and I want that this subject will be useful for you. Okay, I see that there is one question related to deportation. I understand it's a very important subject, and we will speak about this little bit later, about all possibilities to remove the deportation, if we'll have time today. Or please share the details of your question in the message or on the email legalone.uae, and I will try my best to reply to you, to give you my suggestions as soon as possible. Okay, so let us go to the subject of today's stream. We have one question more. After how many years of marriage is it possible to apply for passport? Oh, thank you so much. It's a very good question related to our subject. Yes, first of all, if you are married, you are a foreigner, any nationality. If you are married to the local citizen, doesn't matter from which emirate, you are entitled to get passport. But here it's very important to verify if you have children or you don't have children. If you have children, then based on the latest updates, you need to wait for 7 years and then you can apply for passport. If you are married but you don't have children, I mean children together with the local citizens, not your children from the other marriage, then you need to wait for 10 years. Earlier, the requirements were different, and this time was a little bit less. But right now, this is the current situation. So 7 years if you have children, doesn't matter which gender, boy or girl. And if you don't have children, then after 10 consecutive years. Also, I want to say a little bit comment from practice. It is not a guarantee that you will have a passport. We will speak now about all requirements. However, in each situation, the government will decide and will issue a passport or will not issue a passport. Okay, do you have a WhatsApp number? I am very sorry, we are not sharing WhatsApp number. If you want to ask some question, please type in the comments. If you want to type it right now, please feel free. Otherwise, you can send it in the messages, okay? Or you can send it on the email legalone.uae. And inshallah, I will try my best to reply to you as soon as possible. Doesn't matter on which subject. Deportation also, please type this question, and if we'll have time today, we'll speak about this today. If we don't have time, then I will try my best to give you my feedback within the email or a message, okay? So our topic today is UAE passport and the requirements for foreigners. So we already touched that if you are married with the local citizen, this is usually for ladies, this is only for ladies, then you can get the passport by the reason of marriage with the local citizen. For the other people, there are also possibilities to get the passport by other reasons. So what are the reasons? The newest updates that people can have recommendation from the government if they have outstanding inventions, they have outstanding efforts, or they are granted by the government, so they did something unique. They have some unique inventions or unique possibilities, then they might be granted. However, also the investors, they are entitled to passport. Again, I am not saying that this is a guarantee. This is only a possibility. So this is a time-consuming process. However, if you bought a property in UAE, currently more, we will speak about the value. The value is also changed. Then you can get first the investor visa or a golden visa, and after the visa you might be entitled for a passport. We are not speaking that this is a guarantee. This is only a possibility and chances. So this is another option which is available for everybody in UAE. It also depends on the emirate. For example, you bought a property in Dubai, you will be entitled to go through this procedure within the Emirate of Dubai, and they will issue for you a decision. However, it is only after some period of time. So for example, golden visa, you applied for golden visa, you have 10 years. However, if you apply, you will need to wait for some certain time. This option is not available directly. So you bought a property, you apply for visa, and you will get a passport. No, of course it will take time, and depends in each situation, the government will decide. Do you have an email address? Yeah, the email address is available on the channel legalone.uae. You can always share your question or send your email, and inshallah I will try my best to reply to you as soon as possible. So speaking today about UAE passport, and we touched some reasons. Also, I want to speak about some circumstances when, for example, the child was born in UAE and unfortunately there are no parents, or they did not survive. So this child might be granted with the passport to protect the child. So these are unique circumstances. Also, another option is that if the child was born and his father is UAE citizen, then also this child might obtain UAE passport. So for example, some situation happens, it's an outstanding situation, but by the birth, this child, even if the father did not request for him, the child himself or herself can request. So this is also another option which is available. By the law, also there is an option when the person is living in UAE for consecutive 30 years and his status is clear, so he doesn't have any criminal liabilities or any criminal case, or any negative story, then also it's supposed to be that he might obtain a passport, or at least he might apply for passport. I also want to speak about that regularly the Abu Dhabi authority is deciding on the passport. However, right now in Dubai, they also might decide about Dubai passport. So this is also a new procedure. Also, a very common question. For example, what UAE passport can give me? What I can expect if I get UAE passport? What changes will be in my life? It's also one of the most important questions, and you might find different information online on this question. So from my perspective, I can share that of course there will be lots of positive chances. So for example, your kids can have education in the government school. You will get free visa for lots of countries. Also, this will give you some possibilities for the hospitality, for insurance, for hospitals in the country, but you will not be able to share all the granting options same as local citizens. However, it will give you some sort of entitlement. So for example, you might have a job that is granted only for Emirati people. You might have a local book which is also available only for the Emirati people. So you will share some sort of options and possibilities by the passport, not by the nationality. So it's a very big difference. And of course, you might be asked to drop the other passports that you have. So think about, do you need this or no? This process is very unpredictable, and it always takes time. Also, I want to say that currently you will be asked to have a certain level of Arabic. So you to have a passport, you need to know Arabic language, at least let's say speaking level. So you will be asked for exam, and all the time these requirements and expectations, they are changeable. For the ladies, I might say that there are more chances if you have kids than if you apply for a passport and you don't have kids. So it depends in each situation. I want to ask from each and everybody, do you have any more questions related to the subject, or there are no questions at the moment? If you have any questions, just please type it in the comments, and I will okay, thank you so much. What level of Arabic language? It's a good question, actually. Thank you so much. Well, as I say, that it should be a level where you will need to be able to speak and to understand. Let us call it intermediate. And also, please take in consideration that we are mostly speaking about Arabic local dialect. So if you are trying to learn something, it might be very helpful for you if you will learn the Emirati dialect. It might be helpful if you are planning in future, or somebody of your relatives, for example your sister, is planning to apply. It will be better if she will speak a local dialect, because the exam is mostly verbal. So they will ask her and they will speak with her. If it is visible and obvious that she or he doesn't understand anything, so it might be a very questionable mark. So the exam is usually at the moment in this way. I hope I replied your question, and if you have any more questions, just type it in the comments and we will discuss it one more time. Do we have more questions? We are speaking about passport, UAE passport today, and we are speaking about requirements for the foreigners, not for the local people that are entitled by birth and they're obtaining the passport as it is. Welcome. I hope this will be useful for you in your research or in any reason that you want to get this information. Do we have any more questions related to the subject? If you have questions, we are speaking about passport. I think we did not touch one more thing related to investors, mostly about what is the amount, what is the value of the property that you can at least think about future passport. So here we need to connect with the possibility of golden visa. Currently the golden visa is granted if you obtain or buy a property more than 2 million dirham, and it should not be under mortgage, or it should be paid more than half. So generally speaking, we are expecting that more than this amount you can be at least entitled for passport in future. But if you have if the value of the property is more, then it's positive. Also for those who have business in UAE, I'm speaking about big business, so you have a big company, you have big investments. For those who are making big investments in UAE, they might be entitled for passport. We are not speaking that each investor or each person who bought a property in UAE by must they will receive a passport. No, we are speaking about chances and possibility, and at least one or several reasons that the person can mention in the application for passport. This is available. So I see that there is one more comment. If you want to, I did not understand your question. If you want to ask something, please type it one more time in the comments. We are speaking right now about passport options. How much the charge for application? You mean application for the citizenship? The application itself is not costly. It costs around 1,200, let us say around 1,500 dirham. But this is the cost of application. Nobody is giving you guarantees that you will receive a passport. This is a process of application. So you need to verify your reasons prior to application. You need to understand are you entitled or no, and if you are going ahead, you need to submit a number of the documents to support your reason. So for example, if you will apply and you will mention your reason, you will get the price from the government for your application, and you will get the list of the documents that you need to submit. This is a serious list of documents. You will need to provide more than only passport copy or title deed. You will need to provide a number of the documents for the committee to have a look about and to decide. And they are deciding for each person separately. And this is a very serious process. We can't say at the moment that UAE is giving passports to everybody. No, they are very selective. And this process is very time consuming, and this process is very serious. So this topic is only to speak about options and possibilities, to think about if you can get a chance, you are entitled or no. And if you are granted, then your dependents, your children, they can also obtain the passport based on your passport. So this is an option for all family. For example, the father will receive, his wife, the husband will receive, his wife is entitled, and the kids as well. I am glad that you understood. I hope that today we touched lots of options related to the passport, and I hope that this information will be useful, because I know that within online research you might find some limited information, and it not always give a proper and full understanding. So you need to verify between visa, golden visa. There are also possibilities for the green visa, for blue visa, and we spoke about this right now, not now, sorry, earlier. So you need to understand, and the entitlement for the citizenship. If you have several reasons, you are, for example, you are a business owner and you have a serious company, big investments, and you are an owner of the property, high value, you have several reasons, you will apply. Maybe the government will issue citizenship for you if they decide. How many people have got application? I did not understand your question. How big should be a business? The business should be big. So basically it depends about the investment, because usually people, they are opening a company, they don't put inside the company, for example, some amount of money. They open a company, they run the business. So here the government is speaking about if you have done big investments in your company, you put this money into business, then you might be granted. Just if you have a question related to your company, I suggest you type a message after this live stream. And if you want to ask certain question about a month, I will be glad to share with you the regulation, and maybe it might help you to verify if you are entitled, or maybe you are planning to open business, so you will know. But I want to highlight that this is important for the people who are planning to invest, so they have a risk to put this certain big amount of money, million dirham, more than million dirham, inside the company to run the business, and let's say without of any guarantees that this business will be workable or no. I hope this will give you understanding in your question. We also had a subscriber who asked many times about deportation. I want to say that deportation is one of the most difficult things to remove. We had a separate video regarding deportation, and for this you need to have serious legal reasons. If you had a judgment, you need to appeal it, and if you already left the country, then only the mercy request to remove the deportation. If you need more information or more understanding in your certain question, please type a message or email after this live stream, but I hope that this will give you at least a shadow feedback in regards to this subject. I hope that this video was useful for all of you and you enjoyed this live stream. I personally enjoyed, and I thank you so much for number of questions. I hope that this will help you or give you some idea or some expectations if you are living inside UAE for your future. Thank you so much for your attention. I really hope that we will make more videos, and we will speak in live stream more in upcoming videos on the channel. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you will have a lovely afternoon. Take care, stay safe, you and your families. Goodbye.